Hey, what's good, y'all? Today we're going to talk about that yellow brick road Bud ran to 3X Undisputed. Coming up next. Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy AP, your host. Welcome to another podcast edition of the Galaxy Sports Supreme podcast, GSS. And again, I'm your host, AP. So today we're going to be talking about Bud's Yellow Brick Road run to 3X Undisputed. So we're going to kind of dive in and take a look at who did he beat, how many fighters he had to beat to become undisputed at each weight class. So this will be a quick one because it damn sure ain't a lot of fights. So Bud beat Victor Postal to win the WBO and IBF belt, right? Okay, so he beat Victor Postal at 140. Then he beat Julius Ondongo for the WBC, WBA in 2017. So that's your first time being undisputed, right? Okay. So 2 fights undisputed at 140. Then we move to 147. He beat Jeff Horn. Let me repeat that. Jeff Horn in 2017 for the WBO belt that he stole from Manny Pacquiao. We all saw that fight. That fight was a robbery. No way Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao in Australia. But nevertheless, he beat Jeff Horn. All right? And to become undisputed at 147, the only other person he had to fight was Errol Spence. But let me highlight the differences to getting these belts. Errol Spence defeated Kell Brook in his backyard for 1 belt. The second belt, Errol Spence defeated Sean Porter in his prime. All right? The third belt for unification, Errol Spence beat Ugas in his prime. Then, to defend his IBF and WBC titles, he defeated Danny Garcia in his prime. So without a doubt, Errol Spence ran the gauntlet. Unlike Bud, look at the competition he beat in their prime. Speaks for itself. Numbers don't lie. So, once Spence lost to Bud Crawford, Bud is now 2-time undisputed welterweight champion, 140, 147, right? So Spence only had to beat the top welterweights in their prime. Bud had to beat Jeff Horn. It is what it is. I'm just laying it out for you. It is what it is. He beat Jeff Horn. And for 3X, he beat Canelo. He didn't have to run the gauntlet at 168. He didn't have to go fight in Billy or any of those other guys to get any other belts. He beat one fighter that was, now we know, past his prime. Now we're at 3X undisputed. So if you do the math, it took Bud 5 fights to collect 12 belts over the course of 10 years. Let me repeat that. Only 5 fights to collect 12 belts over the course of 10 years to be 3X undisputed. So without a shadow of a doubt, he got there. And I think this is the yellow brick road for all fighters to follow. Let another fighter get majority of the belts. You fight one champion, beat that one champion, let somebody else go fight the other world champions and fight that person and collect them all. I think that's a pretty good strategy in my book. But I think that's the roadmap to the yellow brick road for a lot of fighters out here that want to become undisputed. Don't try to fight everyone with the belt. Bud damn sure didn't do it, but he got to 3X. So, again, I compared and contrast the gauntlet that Earl Spence had to run and the gauntlet Bud had to run, which was no gauntlet. He had to beat Jeff Horn for the stolen belt, the stolen WBO belt from Manny Pacquiao. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I just want to lay out the yellow brick road for all fighters to follow, because following this route, you have no gauntlet. Salute.